and there are serious social and medical consequences. While the Iranian people have been impoverished, the leaders, so-called leaders of the Islamic Republic and their relatives have been plundering Iranian national wealth. The regime spent hundreds of millions of dollars for the international terrorism all around the world. The regime adventurous policies and meddling the other countries endanger the national interest of Iranian people. The regime has interfered in many countries, including Lebanon, Egypt, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Algeria, Turkey, Yemen, Afghanistan, and Iraq. The regime uses the terrorists as one of the policy tools, and its support the terrorists will continue as long as the regime exists. We don't expect that the terrorism will stop while the regime exists. The Constitution of Islamic Republic is seriously flawed, and it is one of the reasons for the uncivilized policy and the law and the action of the regime. Since creation of Islamic Republic in 1979, the Iranian people have suffered terribly, but Iranians have had much better period in their long history when Iran was prosperous and successful. Iranians have made a great contribution to the world's civilization for thousands of years. Prominent Iranian poets, mathematicians, and scientists include Rumi, Omar Khayyam, Saadi, Ferdowsi, Hafiz, Nizami, and Avicenna. There are many successful Iranians in Europe, Canada, Silicon Valley, and other parts of the United States. They include leaders in global technology companies such as Google, Yahoo, Intel, Cisco, eBay, medical professionals in the major hospital, university professor like Dr. Kavi Farrokh, that he will be the main speaker tonight, and we are very proud of him, businessmen, and many others. The success of so many Iranians around the world is the clear indication that the Iranian people can and will rebuild the Iranian economy when the Islamic Republic is replaced by a responsible democratic government. Various individuals and the government in Europe and the United States have suggested options for the resolving the problems that are caused by the Islamic Republic. In lieu of the Iranian Democracy Front, IDF, the only option, I emphasize, the only option that has the real possibility of success is to actively support the movement of Iranians for freedom and democracy. This is not an easy solution, I know that, but it is most feasible and least expensive one. Some people inside and outside Iran believe the claim of the leader of the Islamic Republic that the regime can be reformed. This is a big lie. And has wasted of time, energy, and financial resources of opposition abroad. The brutal and the repressive action of the regime in the past few years have clearly demonstrated that the freedom and the democracy are not possible with this option, and are not possible in the framework of the Islamic Republic. The Iranian people want freedom, democracy, and human rights. And they realize that they cannot be free as long as Islamic Republic exists. The massive protests in Iran in 2009 and 2011 show that the million of Iranians oppose the Islamic Republic, and the regime is vulnerable. They are today, there is a historic opportunity. I emphasize on that today is different from the last year and 2 years ago and 10 years ago. There is an opportunity to support cause of the freedom and democracy in Iran and eliminate the horrendous problem caused by the Islamic Republic. Despite the regime's brutal campaign against the pro-democracy activity, many Iranians inside and outside Iran continue the effort to bring freedom and democracy to Iran. The member of IDF, which I am very proud that I am a member of that organization, جبهه هماهنگ مبارزان ایران, prepared the roadmap. The roadmap for the democracy movement. By roadmap, I mean roadmap, which include organizational and structural plan, unity process project, immediate transition plan, especially security after the collapse of the regime, rebuilding Iran project, and most important, which I announced today, is operational project. We have the operational project prepared and will execute by the experts, which they are not member of the JEPE or IDF. Just a dozen of the other countries have transitioned a democracy in the past 20 years. Iranian also can and will replace the Islamic Republic with a democratic government. And the process will be much faster with the active international support. IDF does not seek any financial support from any governments. However, we hope that the democratic countries will provide moral, political, and technological support to the people of Iran and their movement for freedom and democracy. A democratic Iran will be an important factor in peace and the security of the region and the world. I look forward to the day when the Iranian people replace the Islamic Republic with a responsible democratic government, and I hope that day you, all of you, will join us to celebrate the victory of the Iranian people. Since this event will be seen by the people inside Iran, I would like to say a few words to Iranian people in Persian. درود بر ملت بزرگ ایران و تمام فرزندان خلف کوروش. کوروش بزرگ پایه‌گذار فرهنگی شد که هنوز پس از 2500 سال پابرجاست و بر تارک تاریخ جهان می‌درخشد. گرچه در طول تاریخ پرنشیب و فراز ایرانی هرچند گاه یک بار کشورمان، میهنمان مورد تجاوز بیگانگان قرار گرفته، و بیشتر آنها کمر بسته بودند که فرهنگ دیرپای و کهن ایرانی را نابود سازند، ولی ملت بزرگ ایران و شما فرزندان خلف کوروش بزرگ آن را دوباره و چند باره زنده کردید. اکنون کشورمان دوره تاریخی بسیار تلخی را می‌گذراند. برکناری و تعویض این رژیم جنایتکار که حقوق تمام شهروندان و هموطنان ایرانی را زیر پا نهاده و با پشتیبانی از تروریسم جهانی، سوء مدیریت و ناتوانی اداره مملکت وضع فلاکتبار اقتصادی برای شما عزیزان فراهم کرد. فقط و فقط با نیروی لایزال ملت و شما مردم ایران امکان پذیر است برکناری و تعویض این رژیم. نیروی شما ملت